frightened. We've been lost for hours. I'm cold and so very hungry.
Me too, Gretel. We must find something to eat soon.
Hansel, look! What a strange house.
That's a gingerbread house, Gretel.
A house made of gingerbread?
I'll eat bits of the roof, and you, Gretel, can eat some of the window. There you'll find a sweet morsel, I'm sure.
Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who's been nibbling at my house?
Oh, beg pardon, ma'am. It's just us children.
We're lost and frightened and so very, very hungry.
Oh, you dear children. Oh, who led you here? Just come in and stay a while. No ill shall befall you. I've got them now, and they shan't escape me. Oh, plump, juicy children. Delicious.
Cut! Okay, excellent rehearsal, everyone. That was just great. That's it for today. I want to see you guys here the same time tomorrow. Big fist bumps. Good job. Nice job. All right. Make sure you rehearse those lines. Rehearse them. Nice job. You really nailed it.
Anyone who's ever been in a play knows you've got to put in a lot of rehearsal time in order to get things just right. But have you ever stopped to think you might need to rehearse for real life too? You see, in your everyday life, things may happen that you didn't plan to happen.
You might be having fun at the playground. You might be riding to the candy store. You might be walking home. And somewhere along the way, you might just meet someone you didn't plan to meet.
Natasha,
Hi, Mrs. Watson.
I've had such a day. Started with the laundry, burst pipe. I'm shouting, Mr. Watson, come and help me. He just sits there watching TV. Everything's wet. He's there with his remote watching the sports channel. My goodness.
It could be your soccer coach, Mr. Jones.
Hey, Bill, you playing soccer this year?
You bet.
All right, we'll see you there.
Or you might bump into a complete stranger.
Hey, kid. Drop this.
Thank you.
Welcome.
But how can you tell if that person you meet is a good person or a bad person? Are they good just because you know them? Are they bad just because you don't? Think about it. Just because something looks good, is it? How can you tell?
Good.
Okay, chocolate cake tastes real good. But life isn't that simple. For example, check this guy out. Is he good or bad? How about this lady? Good or bad? What about this lady? What about this big guy?
I meant the dog's owner.
When it comes to good people and bad people, appearances can be deceiving. What would happen if you ran into a situation like any of these? Would you know what to do?
So where were we? Ah, yes, people. How to tell the good from the bad. The thing is, you can't. Most people are nice and they would help you out in a heartbeat. But what if something happens and you find yourself all alone and frightened? Would
Would you know what to do? That's why you need a plan to help you find a safe place. And that's where the Block Parent program comes in. How many of you have ever heard of Block Parent? I thought so. Take a good look at this sign. What's it say? Block Parent. You should memorize it right now. Burn it into your memory banks. If you get locked out of your home, or somehow get lost, or get scared by someone you think might be bad, Block Parents are here to help. Just look for the Block Parent sign in the window of a home. If you see the sign, it means someone is home, inside, ready to help. The sign also means that the people living in the house have been checked out by the police, and the police say they're okay. Look for the sign in the window, and you'll have a safe place to go. Can you think of any other situation when you'd look for help? Would you know what to do? I love texting. But you know what I don't love? Bullies. And I really don't like it when bullies use texting to be, well, bullies.
How's homework doing at school?
I haven't done my assignments because they're so hard and oh.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
That must suck.
Hey, what you laughing at?
Look at this text I just sent Michelle.
Wow, that's so not cool. You know what? I'm out of here.
And I thought she was the loser.
If you wouldn't say something right to someone's face or over the telephone, then why would you email it or text it? Sending mean messages is the same thing as bullying, and it's wrong. Here's another thing I want you to think about. The internet. We all love the internet. I mean, there's so many cool websites to check out, especially those social networking sites where you get to chat with your friends or with people on the other side of the planet. But here's the thing. Do you really know who's on the other end of the internet?
Oh, Len is online. Yay! She is my BFF. I've got to tell her me and my family are going to Disneyland next week.
Just a second now. You don't really know who is reading those messages you send. It could be your friends, but it could also be someone you don't know. If you give out your personal information, you're not only putting yourself at risk, you're putting your family at risk. Never give out personal information on the internet. Information like your full name, or even worse, your home address.
But if I tell Len we're going away, then some bad people might find out my house will be empty. I'll just tell her at school tomorrow.
Patty, dinner.
Thanks, Dad. Coming. I know what to do and what not to do. Do you?
Now, life being what it is, sometimes things don't always turn out the way we planned them. If you get lost, feel threatened, or just plain scared, you might not be able to find a Block Parent home. That's why it's so important to always have a backup plan. Not sure what a backup plan is? Watch this.
Okay, Mom, I'm going. Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Everybody, freeze! Did you see any backup planning? Me neither. Let's rewind that scene and have another look.
Bye, Mom. See you later.
Wait a minute. What's your plan?
Well, I'm walking over to Natalie's house, and I'll phone you when I get there.
Are Natalie's parents home?
No, but they'll be home later.
Okay. But what if something goes wrong? What's your backup plan?
Yes, a backup plan. This is very important. What happens if things don't go as you planned or expected? What if
Natalie forgets you're coming and isn't home when you get there? What if you fall and scrape your knee?
Or what if you get scared by a big dog?
Well, if Natalie isn't home, my backup plan is to call you and come straight home. But if something else happens, I know what to do. If something happens and I don't know what to do or where to go, I can always ask a police officer for help. This is what a police officer looks like where I live. Do you know what the police uniform looks like where you live? This is a letter carrier. If I get lost or scared, I can always ask a letter carrier for help. And I can always run into a library and ask for help. That's my backup plan, Mom.
Very good, honey. That's awesome. And remember, you always have my permission to go to the Joneses' house. I've talked to Mr. and Mrs. Jones, and they know what to do if you ever knock on their door.
Thanks, Mom. See, I really do know what I would do. Do you?
Hey, got a question for you. Have you ever had to memorize something and then stand in front of the class and say it? How'd that work out?
Well, he did,
Give me a second.
things. Am I supposed to go? Really?
I thought so. It's easy to forget what to say. It's easy to forget what to do. When life throws you surprises, it's easy to forget everything.
What did you do in math today?
I did division.
Spare change, loonies, toonies, coffee, food, spare change, anything.
Like two deer in the headlights. There's a saying, practice makes perfect. Listen, practice isn't just for speeches or drama class or for playing piano. You've got to rehearse for reality too. If something unusual happens, you've got to know how to react. You need to know what to say, and you need to know how to say it.
Excuse me, I'm a little lost. These new neighborhoods are so confusing. Can you please come over and help me look at my map? I'll tell you what. If you come over and help me, you can have this.
Okay.
That's not the reaction I had in mind. Not at all. Yes! That's one way to handle an unusual situation. But what happens if things get a bit more complicated?
Come on, sweetheart, let's go home. I've got some movies for us to watch. Your mom said it was okay to come with me.
You're scaring me, Uncle Jim. What's the password?
No, we don't need a password. It's all right.
Get away! Help! Help! He's not my uncle! He's not my uncle! He's not my uncle! He's not my uncle!
I know what to do.
Would you know what to do?
Oh! Oh dear, are you all right?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It hurts.
That looks terrible. Can I help you?
No, just stay where you are.
But you're bleeding.
I know. I'll call my mom. Just stay where you are.
That's okay. I've seen lots of scrapes.
No. Stranger! 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 Stranger!
Bravo. Bravo. Now that's what I call finding the right voice. Remember, just yelling help these days might not get the attention you need. Your plan to stay safe must include a script that anyone can understand. So you've got to know what to do, and you've got to know what to say. And most importantly, you've got to rehearse those lines, because you never know when you're going to need them. But don't take it from me.
Take it from them.
We know what to do, do you?
Strangers might be okay, but strange behavior never is. And that can come from anybody. You've got to talk about it with your friends and parents to figure out the difference. Also, tell your parents about the Block Parent program. Encourage them to participate. Remember to always have a backup plan and to start rehearsing for reality. You'll be glad you did. Take care and stay safe.